right, so Sonia claimed that g of x could not possibly be the last function in the order. She justified her thinking by saying our final output has to be 11. So what we didn't really know is that there was a problem 1, 2. They were trying to put their machines in order so that you could have a final output of 11. Okay, so that's really the key to take from this. Final output has to be 11, which is a positive number. And since the function g of x will always make its output negative, so it can't come last in the order. What do you think? Does her logic make sense? Well, look back up at g of x, and I'll write that here again for you. G of x is equal to negative x minus 2 squared. Does her logic make sense? And how do we know that the output would never be positive? Well, think about any number. So let's say, we already did g of 6, and we saw that g of 6 gave us negative 16. So we know if we plug in a positive number, we got a negative number. And that was a number bigger than 2, right? So that when we squared what was inside here, we had a positive number. So 6 minus 2 is positive, that squared, and then we gave us a negative number. So what if I said, let's pick a negative number? So what if we said g of negative 4? Well, that's going to be negative 4 minus 2 squared. We get negative 6 squared, g of negative 4 equals, so it's negative, positive, so it ends up being negative 36. And you can try any number, and you're always going to end up with a negative number because we square it. Order of operation says we square it first, and then whatever we get, we're basically saying multiply by negative 1. So that's why it has to be negative. Because the outputs of the function g of x do not include certain numbers, it can be said that the positive numbers are not part of the range of the function of g of x. So range is now, the range of a function is the set of all possible values that can be outputs. So the range of g of x would be all numbers. We could even just say all negative numbers. And this time, when we're talking about outputs, we're thinking in terms of like x and y. That's our y value. So another way to write this would be that we have to have all numbers for y that are less than 0. And again, we're going to find out ways to write this a little bit better later on.